Assalamu alaikum, man. How you guys doing? My name is Mohammed Jama Usman. I just want to share the journey of my life that took place, and I just want to share it with everybody because there's a lot of people that can relate to my life that might be going through a lot of struggles. So sometimes we got to connect with other people's journey to understand where we're going in life. So it all started, everybody has a story where it started. So it started back home in Africa, as a young child. Unfortunately, I wasn't raised by my mom and dad. So, my grandma took me in when I was 3 months. So imagine not knowing where your mom, your dad is, But it was the greatest thing that ever happened to my life because I had a grandma that was teaching me things in life at a young age. The struggle was real. I mean, she did whatever it took to get me fed, eat, whatever. So life was never easy. It was always hardship. A lot of people come from a family where they're wealthy and stuff, but I come from a poor family. But alhamdulillah, you never could be poor when you have Allah in your life. So we just followed the journey that Allah took us through. So we took a journey to America. Now it's just me and my grandma and my family members. So we come into a country where we don't even understand the culture, religion differences, different backgrounds, different ethnicities. So it was really, really tough growing up, leaving something we knew, but we had to leave because of war, because of hardship, our circumstances, not having money, not having food. So we had to take the opportunity that America gave us, which is a blessing, but that opportunity, it comes down to who you are and what you want in life. So when I came to America, it was just me and my grandma and my uncles and my aunts and stuff, They raised me. They made me into the man I am. I will always be thankful for my family, but my journey starts with not having both parents in the household, but having a grandma that's being my friend, being a dad. So it's pretty tough, but at the end of the day, I have to be strong. And being strong is, I decided to take a road where whoever tries to make me do things that I never wanted to do, I would never do it because I wasn't fortunate enough. I might not have money like this family. So my choices in life dictates how far I went. So I went to school not knowing any English, started in elementary, A lot of kids didn't understand that I came from Africa and stuff, so the language barrier was tough. I know a lot of people, when they were in elementary, they were called the African booty scratcher, but we just had to deal with people that just didn't understand who we was and what struggles we went through in life. So I educated myself. I took the opportunity to learn English, better myself. So I started getting into basketball, the thing that saved my life. So the first time I ever seen a basketball, I was at this park, and somebody rolled this basketball. I got it. I started playing with them and just fell in love with it. And from that day on, it made me into a man because it made me disciplined. It made me work hard. It made me work at my craft. At the same time, while I'm doing this, in the neighborhood that I'm raised in, San Diego, California, it was a lot of gang, it was a lot of violence going on. But at the time, I was so into my craft and so into playing sports that I never worried about that. But growing up in my era, like growing up, how I grew up, people used to go to like Duksi. Duksi is like studies for Quran. As a young child, I had a hard time learning the Quran because, I just couldn't, I couldn't learn. It was just tough for me. You could beat me up, you could give me whipping. It just never worked. So, the deen was not heavily put on me, My grandma, she knew how to pray. She knew the little Quran she knew, but I just never had that father figure, that male figure that could show me the ropes. But, as a person that comes from Africa, all we know is how to fight. So that just never stopped me, you know. I never made no excuses. So now I got friends coming out of nowhere trying to introduce drugs to me, trying to introduce stealing from stores, all type of stuff. But I never took on that path because I told myself, man, I'm gonna be somebody. If my grandma sacrificed her whole life for me, I gotta sacrifice my life for her, meaning I gotta make great decisions. So anybody that says, hey, that's so-and-so grandson, I want them to say good things about me. So growing up, man, I just had to overcome a lot of obstacles and not taking on roads that might lead me to going to jail, might lead me to being dead. So, you know, I just worked hard playing basketball, and that meant waking up in the morning, that meant having good grades, because you know in sports, if you're not disciplined, you're not going to get to where you want to. So basically, I just continue to work hard, man. I worked hard, and sometimes hard work do pay off, and when it do pay off, it comes with consequences, because now you're at a level where you're good at this sport. There's going to be people that's going to try to put you down. That's the whole thing in life, man. You just got to overcome obstacles. So, you know, I hopped around school to school in high school. So I went to a high school where I wasn't eligible to play varsity, you know, at the highest level you could play in high school because of where I lived. So, you know, my grandma being behind me 100%, she took a risk and moved me to another location where I could play at another school. So I went to Crawford High School, which was the best thing that ever happened to me, because now growing up, I got a coach that's going to be a father figure to me, teach me how to become a man, teach me how to stay away from bad things. So that was a blessing, you know. So when that happened, it was just a blessing, and shout out to my coach, man. His name's Coach Powell, man. He not only taught me to be a man, he taught me how to be respectful. He taught me how to never give up on my dreams. And he made me understand that, look, basketball, use it as a tool. Don't let it use you. See, a lot of people want to get to the NBA, want to be a professional athlete, whatever, but you got to understand the percentage is very low. And a lot of kids out there that's chasing their dream, you just got to come to reality. Meaning, go get your education. Find something you're really passionate about you want to do, and it'll lead you to your success. So with that being said, when I went there, he gave me the tools to become a man, like I said. Got me into working out. I was just a kid that weighed 90 pounds. Got me in the gym, working hard. I fell in love with the working out. It was just love at first sight, because now I could go to a place where if I have all my problems, I have all my conflicts, I could just go there and work out and it all disappears. So think about this now, guys. I want you to really think about this. I'm doing all of these things. I'm working hard. I'm trying to be the best I can. I'm staying away from bad things. But I'm forgetting the most important thing that's going to give me the success. I forgot about God, you know. I wasn't praying my 5 times a day. I wasn't even really thinking about going to Quran studies or anything like that. So I kept working hard and I kept working hard, but there's no success without God, and I never understood that. And the only way I understood that is God had to take away everything that I loved, you know. So I got hurt, you know, blew out my shoulders. I wasn't able to go to college. I had a few opportunities where I could have went somewhere, but it never worked out because I never took the initiative to put God first. So when I never did that, I got hurt. It humbled me. It made me come back to God. I started praying more. I started realizing there's bigger things in life than just sports. Sports should be a tool. And then I just used that. So I worked hard. I got back to my feet. Once I got back on the road to believe in God, praying 5 times a day and being a good person around everybody, God gave me an opportunity to go to college. So I went to Central Community College. I started playing basketball. You know, it was a great experience. I went out of my comfort zone. I went to Nebraska. So it was just like a humbling situation, you know. So as we Muslims say, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah means the blessings of God. Like, you know, you got to be thankful in any situation you have. So as I got older, I understood how thankful I should be because I got somewhere to sleep, I got somewhere to eat, having the opportunity to even go to college. So, man, you know, I see a lot of kids nowadays, they're not even thankful for having two parents at home. They're not thankful for having a meal at home. They're not thankful for just being alive. Sometimes you just got to be thankful. So, man, my journey was never easy, man. I mean, I had people backstab me. I had people that weren't my friends. But at the end of the day, you got to understand one thing. If you have God, you can always be good. La 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 la.